So you might hear some dogs barking upstairs, but hopefully they'll be quiet. So let's come to a comfortable seat and let yourself just settle in and take some nice big deep breaths in and out through your nose. And allowing yourself to settle and to breathe. And notice how your breath starts to maybe calm the body, calm the mind. And feel your hips and legs heavy and rooted into the mat. And then from the rooting, feel lift up through the back of the spine and reach all the way out through the crown of the head. And allow the breath to deepen just a little bit more. And then we'll do a couple shoulder rolls. So as you inhale, allow the shoulders to roll up towards the ears. And as you exhale, allow them to draw into the back. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, draw your shoulders up. And exhale, roll them back. Good, one more. Inhale, shoulders roll up. And exhale, roll back. And then we'll bring the hands in front of the heart center. And set an intention or affirmation for your practice this morning. And your intention can be for someone or something, and your affirmation can be for yourself. So just take a moment and let that settle into your heart space. And as we move and breathe, keep your affirmation or intention with you in your heart and in your mind. And to open class, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. And you can sing along or just listen. We'll take a full breath in. And we'll bow our heads to our very own hearts. Release the hands, open your eyes, beautiful. And we'll start in a seated position. So the hands will come onto the knees. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. So as you inhale, you'll look up to the sky, shoulders will draw back. And then as you exhale, round, gaze towards your belly. Inhale, rock forward, draw your shoulders back. And exhale, round. Inhale, rock forward, shoulders draw back. Exhale, round. Couple more. Inhale, look up, draw the shoulders back. Exhale and round. Good. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, look up. And exhale, round. On the inhale, we'll come back up to a neutral spine, and we'll start to make some circles with our torso. So circling forward, circling back. Stick with one direction for now. Feels nice to move the spine this way. Good, and we'll do one more this direction. And then we'll switch ways. So moving over to the opposite side, leaning back. Maybe even get your head involved, make it a little bit more dramatic, but you don't have to. Good, and then we're going to center ourselves. And then we'll make our way up to all fours. So hands will go directly underneath shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. So we'll do some cat-cows from all fours. As you inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. And then as you exhale, round, press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up, shoulders draw back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round, gaze in towards the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale to round. Last time, inhale, look up. Now as you exhale, round. From here, we'll come back to a neutral spine, and we'll step our left foot back behind. So the ball of the foot's down on the ground. We're going to shift forward and back. So press through your left heel and just rocking forward, using your breath. It doesn't matter what pattern of breath you do, as long as you're breathing. Nice. And then from here, we're going to sweep the left foot out to the left. So the inside edge of the foot is planted. I'm just going to spin this way so you can see. And then on the inhale, we're going to reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Good. From here, our left hand will drop to the left leg, right arm will sweep up, and then reach all the way over to the left. And now we're going to move with this. As we inhale, the arms will come back up to a T. And as you exhale, right hand will come down, left arm reaches up, maybe swing it alongside the ear. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale to a T. Exhale, left hand to the left leg, right arm reaches up. Inhale, come back up. Right palm plants, left arm reaches up, sweep it alongside the ear. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lean to the left. 1 more, inhale to rise. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. And we'll stay here, take a couple breaths. Now if this hurts your left shoulder, your hand can travel to the hip. Draw the shoulders back and breathe. Beautiful, and then we'll release our left hand to the mat, lower the left knee down, and that'll switch sides. Right foot steps back behind, ball the foot's on the ground. We're going to shift forward and back. Nice big inhales, full exhales. And again, as we move and breathe, your intention or affirmation, let it just repeat over in your mind. Beautiful, and then we'll steady our hips. I'm going to spin again. Your right foot's going to come out to the right. Your left knee will stay down. From here, as you inhale, the arms will sweep up to the sky. Beautiful. Let's bring the right hand to the right leg. Left arm reaches up, lean to the right. And then as you inhale, come back up. Left palm plants, right arm reaches up, maybe swing it alongside the ear. You have 3 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale to the right. Inhale to rise. Exhale to the left. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale to the left. Last time. Inhale up and to the right. And then inhale through center. And as you exhale, left palm plants. Right arm again sweeps alongside the ear or hand comes to the hip. Take a couple breaths. Feel a beautiful stretch on the side of your right waistline. Maybe even through the front of the right hip. Awesome. And from here, release your fingertips down. We'll come back to all 4s, and then we'll take down dog. So plant the palms, step your feet back to the top of a push-up and a plank, and then we'll lift the hips all the way up and back. From there, pedal your feet out. Shake your head, yes and no. Let it feel good. And coming back to your breath, always coming back to your breath. And on the next inhale, we'll reach the right leg up to the sky just for a moment. Flex the foot. Your right toes are pointed straight down to the ground. And then we'll release the right foot. Inhale your left leg to rise. Flex the left foot. Your toes are pointed straight down to the ground. And then we'll release the left foot back down to the mat. From here, we'll lower both knees. And then we'll step our right foot forward between the hands. Walk your left knee as far back as you comfortably can, and we'll walk the fingertips out on a diagonal to the left as your butt sticks back behind you. You can keep the back knee down or you can lift it up, and we'll gently wag the hips side to side. Beautiful. And as you inhale, the hands will come back to center. Your left palm will plant down. Right hand will come to your right knee. Draw both shoulders back and then reach your right arm up to the sky. And your gaze can be up towards the right hand or down towards the mat. Take another deep breath in. And now as you exhale, release your right hand to the mat. We'll lower the left knee down. Come back to all fours. We'll do 3 cat-cows between sides. Inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. Exhale around. Inhale, look up. Exhale around. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale round. Inhale back to a neutral spine, and now the left foot will step forward between the hands. Walk your right knee as far back as you comfortably can. Fingertips will walk out on a diagonal to the right. You'll lift the back knee up if that's okay for you. And then we'll gently sway the hips side to side. Keep your butt moving back, chest reaches forward. Think of a nice long flat spine. And then as you inhale, hands come back to center. Let's plant the right palm down. Left hand will come to the left knee. Draw the shoulders back. And the left arm will reach up to the sky, or the hand can stay on the hip. And you can gaze up to the sky or down to the ground. Beautiful, another full breath in. And then exhale, release the left palm to the mat. Lower your right knee, come back to all fours. 3 more cat-cows. So as you inhale, look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. And then as you exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale, round. On the inhale, come back to a neutral spine. We'll make our way back to down dog again. 3 full breaths in down dog. And then we're going to travel with our down dog. So we're going to move through down dog plank. So if you need the modification in plank, you lower your knees. You'll do this 3 times. On the inhale, rock forward to a plank. And as you exhale, hips send back, down dog. Nice, 2 more. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, forward to plank. Exhale to down dog. On the inhale, rise up onto the toes, look between the hands. As you exhale, bend the knees and walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows and let yourself ragdoll side to side. And then we'll release the fingertips down. On the inhale, hands will travel to the shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. From here, on the inhale, arms will sweep all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands will come through the heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Good, let's do two more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, arms will sweep all the way back up. And as you exhale, hands come to the heart center. From here, the feet will step mat width distance apart. We'll interlace the hands behind the back, or you can clasp opposite elbows. Either one is awesome. Bend your knees deeply. Pull your elbows back, shoulders back. And as you inhale, look up to the sky. And now as you exhale, send your butt back, fold between your bent legs. If you have the range of motion, you can lift your hands up off the low back. And you can stay here with the knees bent, or maybe you rock side to side. You bend one knee, straighten the other. You might also be able to get the shoulders involved too, looking off to one side. Good, let's do one more. And then very slowly and carefully release your fingertips down. On your inhale, lengthen halfway. And now as you exhale, we'll plant the palms, walk back to down dog. Take another full breath in and down dog. And a full breath out. Then as you inhale, rock forward to a plank. Hug your belly in and we'll lower all the way down to the belly. However you get there, you can lower the knees or just lower. Untuck the toes, we'll press into the palms. Lift the chest up to cobra, a little bend in the elbows. And then from here, we come back up through all fours and then down dog. Three big breaths in down dog. And then we'll inhale high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Nice, we have two more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And as you exhale, we'll plant the palms, step back to down dog. Inhale to a plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, chest will rise to cobra. And exhale back through all fours and then down dog. 3 big breaths in down dog. And then we'll inhale high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend your knees. You can walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, the arms will rise. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Nice, one more. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale back to down dog. On the inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, the chest will rise to cobra. Beautiful. Now as you exhale, we'll sit the hips back to child's pose. Taking a couple deep breaths in child's pose. Maybe you gently rock your hips a little side to side. And we'll take about a minute here to breathe. Coming back to your affirmation or intention. And feel your breath expanding in your low back, even the space between the ribs, the shoulders. And then as you inhale, we'll rise through all fours. Good. All right, now we'll move on. We'll start with some low lunges and then we'll go into some standing poses. So the right foot will step forward between your hands. Your left knee is directly underneath the left hip. We'll inhale to sweep the arms up. Good. From here, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And as you inhale, reach your left arm up, squeeze your left butt, and then crescent to the right. So you get a super big side stretch on your left waistline, even the front of the left hip. Nice. And on the inhale, the arms will rise back up. Exhale, release. And we'll switch sides. So your right knee will come down. And then the left foot steps forward. On the inhale, we'll reach the arms up to the sky, switching sides, same thing. Grab hold of the right wrist with your left hand. Squeeze your right butt. Inhale to reach your right arm up and exhale to crescent. Beautiful. And as you inhale, we'll rise. Exhale, fingertips release down, and we'll come back through down dog. When you're in down dog, pedal the feet. Right, let it feel good. Maybe gently sway the hips a little side to side. And then on the next inhale, we'll rise up high up onto the toes, look between the hands, and exhale, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms will rise all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands come to the heart center. Good, moving on. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Now as you exhale, we'll plant the palms down. Take a big step back with your left foot, lower your left knee. On the inhale, the arms will reach up to the sky. Good, we're gonna hang out in a twist for a second. Right hand will come to your right leg. Now if you need the modification, your left hand will come to the outside edge of your right thigh and you twist that way. If you can and wanna go a little deeper, we'll hook the left elbow over the right knee. Palms come into a prayer position. Draw both shoulders back, hug the belly in, twist from the belly. And again, if you wanna add on a little bit more, you lift your left knee up off the mat. Keep squeezing the legs towards one another. You feel nice and strong. And we're gonna hold here and breathe. And at any point, if your back knee is lifted, you can lower it back down. Good. Keep holding, keep breathing. Awesome, then on the inhale, we're gonna reach the arms all the way up, high lunge or low lunge with the back knee down. Feel the legs work, beautiful. Ooh. Take another deep breath in. And now as you exhale, fingertips release down. We'll step forward to a forward fold. Just notice the difference. Maybe shake your right leg out behind you for a second. Beautiful. Then we'll inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise. And now we'll switch sides. Exhale, fold. Then we'll take a nice big step back with the right foot and then lower the right knee to the mat. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, arms rise. Our left hand will come to the left knee. Right, we'll start with the back knee down. And you can bring your right hand to the outside edge of the left knee to twist, or maybe you hook your right elbow over the left knee. Palms will come into a prayer position. Draw both shoulders back. Gaze out. You can gaze up to the sky or down to the ground. And then again, if you want to add on, you lift the back knee up off the mat. Even if your hands are in the higher twist, you can also take the higher lunge. Couple deep breaths here. Keep the belly hugging in and twisting to the left. Good. You guys are so strong. And on the inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up to the sky again for either a high lunge or low lunge. Draw the shoulders down the back. Check your jaw. Are you tensing in the jaw? If you are, bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Beautiful. We'll plant the palms, step back, down dog. Couple full breaths here. Beautiful. And then we'll take another vinyasa between our standing poses. So on the inhale, rock forward to a plank. And as you exhale, lower to the belly. Press into the palms, chest lifts up, cobra. And as you exhale, come through all fours and then down dog. Inhale, high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise. And exhale, hands come to the heart. And then we'll release the palms. Turn your palms to face forward. Take a couple breaths. Recentering, regrounding. Connecting back with your intention or affirmation. And then we'll go into some more standing poses, connecting to our purpose for our practice. On the inhale, our arms will sweep up to the sky. As you exhale, hands will come to the heart, and we'll take a step back with the left foot into warrior one. So your left toes are pointed a little bit more towards the front of the mat, whereas in warrior two, the whole outer edge of your left foot is parallel. Bend deep into your right knee, pull your right hip back. And from here, as you inhale, the arms will sweep up to the sky, or if your shoulders are tight, we come to a cactus. Without actually moving your feet, you're scissoring the legs towards one another. Little tiny bend in your left knee, just so you're not hyperextending it back. And then reach up through the chest, maybe the fingertips, maybe lean back. Beautiful, and then from here, the hands will come back to the hips. All right, we're gonna spin both feet so the inside edges of the feet become parallel with one another. Maybe you take a wider stance, opening up through our inner thighs, and also our shoulders. We'll take the hands, interlace them behind the back. On the inhale, lift up through your chest, and as you exhale, a little bend in the knees, and then we'll fold forward. And then from there, straighten your legs. Now again, you can also always clasp opposite elbows. Nice full inhales, deep exhales. And notice where the weight is in the feet. Are you super far forward that your heels lift up, or are you super far back that you can lift the balls of the feet up? Right? You want to be in that sweet spot between the balls of the feet and the heels. Beautiful. And then from here, on the inhale, slowly release your fingertips underneath the shoulders on the mat. Inhale to lengthen your chest. Then exhale to fold. We're going to breathe like that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Then from here, we'll inhale to re-lengthen, bend your knees. And on the inhale, we'll sweep the arms all the way up, coming up like a little starfish. And now as you exhale, hands will come to your hips. Now we'll spin our left toes. So we're coming into warrior one on the left side now. So you're gonna be a little backwards, right? You might be at the back of your mat. So your left toes are forward, your right heel, your right foot is pointed more towards the right corner of the mat. And then again, the inhale, arms rise. Nice deep breaths. Scissor your legs towards one another. Nice. Another full breath in. Maybe look up, lean back. And then as you inhale, we'll come back up. Now again, we're going to parallel our feet. From here, inhale, arms rise. And as you exhale, we'll fold. Beautiful. Taking a couple moments here just to hang, relax your head, neck, and shoulders. You might even be able to grab in front of your legs to grab hold of your heels, pull yourself a little bit closer towards the legs. And then as we inhale, fingertips will plant underneath the shoulders again. Let's lift halfway. Now as you exhale, we're going to spin to the top of the mat. So the right foot's forward again. And now we'll step back to a down dog. Down dog might feel very different from when we first came into it in class today. On the inhale, we'll rise up onto the toes. And as you exhale, let's step our left foot forward between the hands, however it gets there. All right, if you have blocks, I'm going to use my bottle of water here. You can place them underneath your fingertips, and you don't even need it. You could just stay with the bent knee. We're going to launch off our right foot and lift our right leg up to the sky, coming into a standing split. Right, keep your chest nice and long. So you might have to bend your left knee a lot and then pull the left hip back. Keep kicking the right leg up and back. Imagine you're pressing a ball away from you, from the sole of your right foot all the way out through the crown of the head. Like nice long spine. You're like a 2x4. Right, nice straight piece of wood. Feel an awesome stretch in the back of the left leg. And then from here, we're going to take another big step back with the right foot, step back to down dog. Beautiful. Just notice, feel how the left leg feels a little bit more rooted into the hip, the left thigh bone. And however it gets there, now we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. Same thing. Stay up high on the ball of the left foot. Walk your fingertips or your blocks or your water bottles out in front of you. And then start to, maybe you need a little rock forward and back first. And however you get there, we'll lift the left leg up. Once you get there, we're going to bend the right knee and pull your right hip back. So the hip bones will be squared with the mat, right? Our left hip isn't hiking up. Lengthen through your chest, kick your left heel back, reach through the crown of the head. Feel how strong you are. You're basically balancing on just one foot with your body parallel to the ground. That's pretty cool. If you want to test your balance, if you feel sturdy, you can also grab hold of your shin or your ankle with your hands. Feel that right outer hip work. Woo. Nice, and then we're gonna step back down dog once again. We'll take a vinyasa, so if you wanna opt out, you totally can. It's just a nice way to shake our legs out. Inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, chest to rise, cobra. Now as you exhale, let's sit the hips back to child's pose. You guys totally deserve this. From here, we'll rise up to all fours. We're going to take, some people call this lizard pose, some people call it grasshopper. So we'll start on our left side. So your left foot is going to come all the way to the outside edge of your left mat. Yep, your right knee, if you're tighter in your legs and hips, right knee will be directly underneath the right hip. And you stay here, you draw your left hip back. You might already start to feel stretch on your left outer hip or left hamstring. The other option is to start to walk your right knee back, right? Shimmy it back, still while keeping your hips square to the front of the mat. Some people, while keeping a nice long chest, can lower to one elbow or to two elbows, right? But if you feel any crunching in your hip anywhere, either hip, come up to the hands, right? You want to just start to unwind, feel good. Focusing on your inhales, focusing on the exhales. Maybe you notice after a couple breaths, then you might be able to lower to one elbow or two elbows. But again, if it's not serving to you, don't even don't try it today, right? There's always tomorrow or the next day. Just work with what you can. Beautiful, and then we'll make our way back up through all fours. Wag your hips side to side. And then we'll switch sides. Our right foot will come to the outside edge of the right mat. Left knee will either start underneath your left hip, or you can start to walk it back. From here, draw the legs towards one another, right hip pulls back. And again, either stay up on your hands or maybe lower down to one elbow or two elbows. And just note how, our bodies are not symmetrical. We're totally asymmetrical, and that's, it is what it is, and we work with what we can. I remember when I first started practicing yoga, I thought it was so weird how one side I could do one thing, the other side I couldn't, but after learning, it's normal. And you learn to respect it and work with it. Beautiful. Let's come back up through all fours. And we're going to take pigeon. So you can do this if it's not comfortable to do it in the upright position. You can do the figure four on your backs. So let's start on the left side. Your left knee will travel to the outside edge of the left wrist. The right knee will walk as far back as it comfortably can. I want you to first start up on the fingertips. The tailbone gently draws inward, so you feel with that motion the belly will lift, it'll engage. And take a moment here. And then as you exhale, lower to your elbows or stay up on your hands. And we'll make our way all the way back up and we'll switch sides. So now you could come through all fours or plank position, however you get there. The right knee will come forward. Left knee will walk back as far as it comfortably can. Try and keep the back toes tucked under. That helps to keep the alignment in your ankles and your knees. Right, so we're not sickling the ankle. And from here, gently draw your legs towards one another. Tailbone, again, gently curls in. Lift up through the chest to start. And then when you're ready, lower to your elbows. Take another deep, full breath in. And then as you exhale, let's come to sit off onto the right hip. We'll come to a seated position. We'll take a straddle. So you can take your hands and you'll actually manually pick your leg up, spin the thigh inward and outward, place it back down, and then switch sides. You can even do it to your calves too. But flex your feet. Kneecaps want to be pointing straight up to the sky, so I kind of like to, I always check by giving myself like a thumbs up on my knees. I don't know if it actually works, but that's what I do. On the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up to the sky. And now as you exhale, we'll go through the center. So hands will place down wherever they place down. If you are super rounded in your chest and shoulders, bring your hands back behind you and just sit back, right? Draw the shoulders back, have the nice curve in your low back, and this is your forward fold, right? But if you can keep this curve in the natural curve in the low back and reach forward, you can do that. You can gently rock side to side, just start to unwind. Beautiful, and then from here, we'll walk the hands to the right leg. Maybe grab hold of the right toes, draw yourself towards the leg. Beautiful, then as you inhale, rise on up. Then we'll switch over to the left. So walk your hands to the left and then reach towards your left toes, right? Or whatever you can grab. And then fold. And we want to aim to keep our right hip down. And then slowly, as you inhale, let's rise on up, and then we'll come to lie on our backs. And once you're there, let's take the soles of the feet to the mat. Nestle your shoulders underneath you. And then we'll take the feet mat width distance apart, and we'll start to windshield wipe from side to side. We'll let the knees stay over to the left. You can take your left ankle, cross it on top of the right knee. Or you can just keep your feet out, mat width distance. And then as you inhale, knees will come through center and then knock over to the right. You could take your right ankle, cross it on top of the left knee. Arms come out to a T or whatever is comfortable for you. And then as you inhale, come back up through center. Let's hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big loving hug. And for the next minute or so, you can do any pose that your heart desires. So whether it's just hugging one knee in at a time, or maybe you want to do another twist, or you can also do a happy baby. Right, just getting out any last minute wiggles or stretches that you'd like to do. You can do all of them. If you want, you can settle back to Shavasana already. Let's take about another 30 seconds or so just to move around. And then when you're ready, in your own time, we'll lower all the way down for Shavasana, where you can also come to a seated meditation. We'll take about 2 to 3 minutes here just to breathe. Feel your entire body relaxing into the mat. Very slowly, very gently, begin to take a deeper breath in through the nose, into the belly, and out of the belly, out through the nose. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Stretch your arms and stretch your legs. If you're in a seated meditation, you can reach your arms, maybe rock from side to side. If you're lying back, hug your knees into your chest and gently rock yourself side to side. Everybody will make their way up to a seated position. And then once you're there, we'll bring the hands in front of the heart center and become aware of the subtleties that our practice has over our hearts and our minds and bodies. Whether it's mental, or I should say emotional, physical, or something in our heart or spirit. And let this stay with you, as well as your affirmation or intention as you go throughout the rest of your day and weekend, a week to follow, or even longer. You know that you can always come back to your practice, even if you just take a couple of moments to breathe, maybe to count 10 breaths or whatever it may be. You can always come back to it. And send yourself lots of love and gratitude for your confidence, your strength, but also your fluidity. And in honor of our time together today, which I am so grateful for, I'll gently sing the sound of Om one time. You can sing along or listen. I'll take a full breath in. And bow your head to your very own heart. I thank you all so much for practicing with me this morning and always. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.